If you're a woman who believes that she's not good with money, then you have to hear this. Did you know that women are starting businesses at twice the rate of men? In the United States alone, there are over 12 million women owned businesses that generate nearly $2 trillion in revenue. They're just pumping money and abundance into our economy. And the majority of those businesses, they're self-funded. Why? Because women are building businesses that are born from your passion and from your perseverance. Did you know that women reinvest up to 90% of their income into their families and into their communities? And women-led businesses are also thriving. Now, let's talk about some women and what they're doing for the global economy. So, let's take off Oprah Winfrey. She has built a $3.1 billion media empire. But what's more impressive is that she's already donated over $400 million to education and empowerment causes. Mel Robbins, she has launched her podcast, and her podcast and media company have touched over 200 million people so that they're living more consciously, so that they're improving their self-worth and really stepping into their power. Greta Gerwig, the director behind the recent phenom movie Barbie, well, she has generated over $1.5 billion that went into our economy by having people who are working on the set or selling the merchandise. And she has generated over 700 jobs, which I'm sure is underreported because I'm sure that it's a lot more. Shakira has, with her latest tour, generated over $275 million in revenue and created over 20,000 local jobs. In Mexico City alone, she has generated nearly $160 million that has all gone back into the economy. And you know what? These women, they're not waiting for anybody's permission to rise. They decided that that's what they were going to do, and then they created. And see, the irony is that women, we continue to believe that we're not good with money. But you know what? The real block is not around financial literacy or there not being enough content out there. It's the story that we keep telling ourselves and that society has been conditioning us with. What do we usually say? Women believe that they're not good with money. They say things like, oh, I'm not a numbers person, or money stuff just isn't for me. So you see, it's not about ability, because we know that when women raise their hand, they create tremendous abundance. So it's not about our ability. It's about our beliefs, the thoughts that we tell ourselves. So we need to start rewriting that story. And we need to start saying, I can learn this. I am capable of managing and growing my wealth. Money is just energy. And I know how to lead my energy. So it's time that we shift our narrative. It's time that we start telling a different story, because you know what? It's not just about us. It's about the generations that are coming after us. Our children are watching us, and they're going to do as we do, not as we say. And you see, the moment that you shift your story is the moment that you shift your destiny. Why? Because the thoughts and the beliefs is what you're going to base your actions on. So the moment that you change your thoughts and your beliefs, that's the moment that you're going to start taking different action. So let's start shifting our story from I'm bad with money to I'm learning and growing every day, and I can absolutely get good with money. From I don't know if I'm made for entrepreneurship to hell, there are over 12 million women-owned businesses in the United States alone. So why not me? And why not now? And for all the women who are saying I'm too old to start now, let me tell you something. You have decades of wisdom to share with the generation that is coming after you. And you have decades in front of you to create real and lasting impact. So if you're contemplating doing a podcast, do that podcast. Writing a book, write that book. Start a company, start that company, start it now. Because we can rise, and we can rise together. The more abundant we are, the more abundant we are. Because when we are abundant, we create jobs, we pump money into the economy, and we create more abundance all around us with our philanthropy. For more content, follow me. And if you are inspired by this content, subscribe to my newsletter on my website, vickyd.me. Have an amazing day, and I'm cheering you on.